Welcome to Mental Cactus. I'm Georgina Otieno. And today, our special speaker will actually be Crispin. I will introduce him in a minute. Before we start this, please like, share, and subscribe. So, karibu sana bwana Crispin.
Thank you.
Today, we want you to get to tell us more about stress in relation to addiction.
Yeah.
I think that we had already spoken about stress before.
Yeah.
And I believe as an addiction counselor and addiction expert,
Yeah.
you're going to tell us more about this.
I'm going to break it down.
Yeah, so that people can understand how stress is related to addiction.
To addiction.
And why most people tend to think it is the stressors that make them get addicted.
Thank you so much. Thank you. How's your week? Okay.
Quite good.
Asante.
Yeah.
Viewers, good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you're watching us from. Thank you so much for, and we are glad you found time to join us in this YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just like she said, this is Mental Cactus and this is Mental Monday.
Yeah, Mental Monday.
I'm going to demystify and speak about stress in correlation with addiction.
Yes.
Because one leads to the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stress often can lead to addiction, especially when we don't handle stress well. First of all, let me break down what addiction is. Addiction is a brain of the disease that is characterized by a compulsion to use. Yeah, if it is addiction to substance, compulsion to use that particular substance, be it cat, be it alcohol, be it marijuana, be it tobacco, or whichever mood-altering substance as it may. Or if it is some stuff like gambling, it means addiction or compulsion to participate in gambling, be it sport pesa or whichever gambling that may, or pool. Or I've seen people gamble with pool and stuff. So stress is a normal thing. Yeah, because as a human, there is some point that you're going to go through stress.
Yes.
Yeah? Just like you have earlier observed in one of our sessions, when you are speaking about stress as it is, you observed that stress could be caused by an array of issues. Amongst them, financial issue. Another one could be when a couple is expecting a child, that could lead to stress, or when I'm meeting a new person. So let me take just one cause, financial issue.
Yes.
The young people, probably, or even the old, yeah, in general, haven't had the best coping mechanisms in terms of how do we cope with this issue that I'm going through. For example, just like I mentioned, finance. Yeah, you're in some financial crunch. You are having bills here. You're supposed to be paying school fee. You're supposed to be paying rent. And when you look at the pay slips, a lot of things have been deducted so that you're left with money that really cannot be able to sustain you in that particular period. So the easiest way people have dealt with, because I deal with addicts, I deal with people who have either drinking or drug disorder. They'd want to and then they opt out of that situation, yeah, that particular situation that they are in. So they'll use a mechanism. At that point, they don't know it is a negative coping mechanism, because they'll end up drinking or smoking, or even shooting, whatever, cocaine. Crack is the street name, cocaine or heroin, for a quick fix. Yeah, if you are in some financial crunch and you drink, or you light up that joint, it is a quick fix, because you're going to drink, and in the morning when you wake up, are you going to have the problem sorted? No. Your problem remains. Your problem is constant.
Yeah.
But then now you have added on to another problem. Look at it this way. You wanted to you looked at your take home in terms of finances. And then your bills are higher than the finances you're having. So instead of having a positive coping mechanism, you went to drink so that you relieve yourself of that situation.
Can I ask you something?
You would be less, if you drank 1,000, you would be less 1,000 shillings.
Because you're having financial issues.
Yeah.
You're still going to drink.
Yeah.
You're not getting more out of it.
You're deducting from your take home. Yeah. So and that way, because just like I said, no human is immune to stress. Anybody can get stressed.
Yes.
Anyone.
Yeah.
So be it as it may, if you're going to always embrace negative coping mechanisms to deal with your stressors, you will have opened a door to something, to addiction.
Yes.
Because this is the science of addiction. Every other fellow, every other man or woman, when you drink, there is some, or when you smoke, there usually comes some sense of invincibility. That is what people normally chase. The way you felt the previous day. and
I'm understanding.
and you will never get that feeling you felt the first time you drank. So that is what people normally are chasing. And when they're chasing that and they're not getting it, there is something that also again arises, dependence. Yeah. So over time, and quickly, I would want to look at the stages of addiction. Yeah. Of course, when the fellow first comes into contact with substance, let us use alcohol for in this case, because in our country, most youth are hooked to alcohol. Yeah. And probably marijuana. So in the first step, they usually are, they want to deal with this stressor. For example, a high school kid, a high schooler, he's going through something in school, and then there is that roommate of his, or that cube mate of his, who tells him, now, if you're going to drink this, you're going to have that solution, you're going to forget about that particular problem. So he starts to drink. He's initiated, and that is the first that's the first stage of addiction, initiation. And then at this point, he can drink that very first one and then forget even about it. Yeah. But then as things progress, as he wants to graduate out of high school, he meets another set of friends who are drinking. Yeah. He now begins to experiment with the different kind of stuff. Yeah. Different kind of mood altering substances that we have around. That is the second stage, experimenting stage. And then there's the third stage, which is the regular use. Yeah, the regular use. At this point, there's no problem. He can use on Friday. The next time he'll drink again, or shoot crack again, or even smoke marijuana again, is the next weekend. Yeah, so there is no compulsion to use. He can do with or without it. Yeah, he can even walk into a club with 30,000, but only spends 500 shillings. The regular user. The fourth stage, because now, as he's using, remember, he's not drinking tea. He's drinking substances that have addictive properties. Yes. All right. So from the regular, we go to risky usage. Yeah, that is the next stage from regular usage. All right. So risky usage, using regardless of the negative consequences that come after the drinking spree. See, somebody gets involved in some accidents. Yeah, he fell down from the stairs as he was moving down. But regardless of that, he'll still use. In fact, in the morning, that is the first thing that he will need to deal with it. So, kufungua lock. Second last is dependence, or the addiction stage. Dependence, total dependence, where one is using to live and living to use. And all these things,
Repeat that.
The dependent stage, yeah, one is using to live and living to use.
Using to live
and living to use. He seldom can function without liquor in his system, or whatever substance that is hooked up to in his system. Yeah, and then the final stage is, now we are in a crisis. Yeah, so the final stage is crisis or treatment. So we are either in a crisis, or you'll have to go through treatment. right? So that is where rehabs will come in. That is where outpatient counseling for addiction counseling will come in. Or you remain in a crisis. Probably your support system has given up on you, or as I finish, or treatment is expensive for you. So it's either you are the alcoholic who has lost their job, or you've been taken into treatment and to seek intervention. Thank you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
I couldn't wait for you to finish.
Yeah.
I'm looking at stress.
Yeah.
You need somebody to do all that.
If you listen to and I'm not saying majority of alcoholics, they first started to drink because of stress. They were probably experimenting. They started drinking because of peer pressure. But what worsened the scenario is this things we meet in life, and then that build up into stress, and then don't give us room to stay clean and sober. So yes, stress can get one to that level whenever, in the event that it is not handled.
That is quite elaborate.
Yeah.
Wow, viewers, I hope you've heard that.
Yeah.
Mr. Crispin has been really elaborate. I'm even wondering whether I'm in the right profession right now.
Yeah.
Because addiction has taken toll of our youth.
Yeah.
And addiction has really made our country a little bit, let's say, we have the baby boomers,
Yeah.
but they're having issues.
Yeah.
And the issues are because of addiction.
Yes.
And if we relate this to stress, addiction can also be a source of stress.
It can be a source of stress to the significant others of the person who is now an addict or an alcoholic. Their families are not sleeping. Their significant others don't have a peace of mind, just simply because of this problem that they are in. And even for the addict or the alcoholic themselves, it is a stressful thing for them. So they are having a double tragedy, double problem. They are stressful about their situation. At the same time, they are also hooked up to substances that they can easily not get rid of without professional help. Yes. You get?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to.
Yeah, lots of words. Huh? Yeah, that is how it goes. Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot.
Yeah.
But if I look at it again, how do you think these guys can be assisted? Because already they are developing an addiction.
Yeah.
How well can they be best assisted before we reach a point where we really need to go to rehab?
Yeah.
We need to see someone.
Yeah.
So how can they be assisted?
Just like you said in when we introduced the topic stress.
Yes.
Before these things can alleviate, we always need to find some level of help with our issues. You see, as men, and even to some point, even ladies, or even this generation, we like to bottle up stuff. Even when it is evidently overwhelming us, we just want to bottle it up, so that from us men, there is a stereotype that you are manly. As a kid, when you're growing up, as a boy child, you were supposed not to cry. So that is something that really has a toll on fellows, even to this point. So, but all the same, we are not supposed to die with our problems. We are supposed to share out our problems. Whenever we are going through something, let us not look at it that it is too small to overwhelm us. It might be small, but the moment that they begin to pile up, you don't handle this, you say it is small, you put it down the carpet, you go through another one, you put it down the carpet. At some point, you will reach the point of elasticity where you cannot be able to expand anymore. So the way out will be bursting. So let us deal with them when they arise. Let us always learn to share our issues. In our next sessions, we will be talking about characteristics of who we can be able to share out our issues with. All right? And that will really help us to deal with some of these issues that we normally want to drink. This generation says, I'm going to drink this issue, or I'm going to smoke this issue. Not knowing that you are developing tolerance. And we are also going to see some of theories of addiction. Yeah, because somebody would ask you, oh, why am I an addict? How did I even become an addict? People become addicts because of various issues.
Yeah.
Of course, if you just introduce briefly, there are genetic issues. Yeah, there are psychological issues that really explain addiction.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so much.
It was mind-boggling. I have a lot to learn from you.
Asante.
Yeah. So basically, in mental health, you need a buddy. Somebody you can sit with and tell your issues.
You can never move forward without a buddy in mental health. Somebody you share with. It is going to be a difficult thing for you to always handle your issues. Yeah, even counselors need counselors.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so grateful, Mr. Chris.
Thank you.
Thank you for today. I believe viewers, you've been enlightened.
Yeah.
We're so grateful for having you here with us. Please, as I said before, like, share,
and subscribe.
Hashtag
Mental Monday.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.